Hey there, just here. Today I am walking you through 15 pro hacks to speak more confidently on camera. Interested? Excited? Stick there and keep a watch. My name is Rubelli. I help you to turn followers into clients using video, and today I'm walking you through 15 pro hacks to speak more confidently on camera. Let's get to it. Speaking on camera in a very confident way can be challenging. Now, the good news is it is a process, and the great news is that with the tricks that I'm about to share with you right now, I will help you to make this process so much easier. Let's get to it. Point number one is serve your audience, especially when you're starting out on video and you start looking at yourself on camera. You tend to focus on the wrong thing. When we are looking back at what we do, especially on video, we tend to be super critical of ourselves. We tend to look at our body language. We tend to find problem where maybe there's no problem. The reason why we do that is because we focus the attention on the wrong point, ourselves. Yes, we are in the video, but what actually we are doing, like I am doing now, I am the messenger for you. The reason why you click on this video is not because of me surely, it's because of the 15 hacks that I'm about to share with you. And once you switch your focus to the audience, so to the person that you're speaking to, the pressure on your shoulder will be so much less. Now here's a little trick for you. Every time you're communicating on video, the key message wants to be for the audience, for the person that is watching you, not really for you. Hack number two is talk your script, don't write it. Now, if you are a perfectionist or you are speaking in a language that is not yours, the tendency, especially when you're starting out, is to write everything you're going to say on the video. And I can really hear you there because I used to do the same. I started out to record a podcast a couple of years ago, and it was all in English, and my first language is Italian. So everything I was going to say was written. And what ends up happening is that you learn the script so much, you read it all over again, and when you're going to perform it, whether that is audio or video, you don't sound natural. You sound like you're reading a script. And the audience cannot really connect with you. They can't really feel close to you because they feel like you are acting out what you're saying. Another point that is super important, if you are writing your whole script all the time, before you get to the recording, you will feel burnout. And it will literally make you feel exhausted before you even started. So what I learned to do, I started to talk the points that I'm going to mention on my video loud. They are visualized and I am rehearsing the video. I'm going to transcribe them on my phone so that I actually can go back to it and perfect it. This is taking me to hack number 3, which is using bullet points. Bullet points will help you to keep your flow going within the conversation while keeping your recording extremely simple and more manageable even throughout the editing. The way I write my bullet point, for instance, is I write a big bullet, which is the topic I'm going to cover, and then small bullets, which are going to be the subtopic that I'm going to talk about. Hack number 4, rehearse but don't overdo it. Now, especially at the beginning, every time you are recording your video, you want to make sure, yes, you're confident with your topic, with your bullet points, but what you don't want to do is to try and rehearse all over again without recording it. Make sure you get to the point where you are confident enough with the topic you're going to cover, and then press recording. Anything that is wrong can be edited, but the key points here is that you don't want to sound staged. And unfortunately, unconsciously, the more we try something all over again, the more staged we sound. So just take a big breath and press recording. There's nothing better than someone that feels confident with the topic and looks really relaxed and send the message across. Hack number 5, look at your best presentable. Now, often when it comes to social media video, people think they are on TV. Social media, it's a little bit different than television, and when it comes to YouTube video, for example, or Instagram, less is more. Keep your outfit simple, don't wear baggy clothes, don't wear anything that doesn't enhance your body shape. On camera, you want to use something that is fitted but not too fitted, and tend to avoid pattern. The best advice I can give to you is to keep the color choice super neutral. I will personally avoid on camera anything that has a pattern because that will distract the user from your key points of your video. Yes, you can wear a watch or you can wear jewelry, but tend to keep the attention on the message you are trying to send and to the points you want to come across rather than on your whole look, unless you're talking about fashion. Hacks number 6 is no dairy before filming. Why? This is something that I recently found out, and it's super useful to know, especially if you're about to film a new video. Dairy tends to make you produce more flame, which makes your voice less clear, which is why I personally recommend you to avoid any dairy before filming to allow yourself to keep your voice as clear as possible. Hack number 7, posture is key. Now, pay extra attention to your posture when you are on video, because your posture really says a lot about you. If you stand and don't sit, you will look more confident, and this will also help you to breathe from the diaphragm rather than your chest, and your voice will sound stronger and your authority will come across better on video. Voice and posture really do make a huge difference when it comes to the delivery of your message. So extra care on the posture. If you are sitting down, make sure you keep yourself straight, and if you're standing, make sure you keep your body language really open. Show your hands, don't cross your hands, put yourself on the side, but keep a very open language within your body and your smile on your face. Hack number 8, enthusiasm is key. Especially when you're starting out, you might feel really uncomfortable or shy. This on camera will look extra shy, extra quiet, extra uncomfortable. And as a result of that, your viewer will feel the same. So that's why people tend to be a little bit extra pitch when they are recording, because their enthusiasm and their energy will come across on your video if you have it. But if you don't show it, people won't feel it, and they will feel really uncomfortable watching your video. Now, this will take time for you to practice and to perfect, but it's a very good acknowledgement to have at the very beginning so that you can track that and see how you can improve it moving forward. Hack number 9, don't speed up. The first few times you are recording a video, you kind of want the recording to finish as soon as possible, which is why you tend to speed up your conversation even more. On video, you want to make sure your communication is clear and that your voice and what you are talking about is clearly understandable, which is why it's important to slow down a little bit more than you will do in real life and make sure that each and every point of your conversation is understandable and clear. Now, if you, for instance, watch the news, everyone on the news as reporter tend to speak quite slow, and the reason behind it is because you want everyone to understand what you've got to say. So when you are recording, this is a trick that I can share because I personally, here's a little trick for you. If you are someone that tends to speak faster, try to take a little half-second break between one word and the other. If it's too long, you can actually edit it out on the editing process, but at least this will allow you to get each and every point of your conversation super clear and your message across in the best possible way. Hack number 10 is highlight your points, and this can be done in several different ways. So for example, if we are like this, we can go like that. Or you can actually do it during the recording process and you just change your camera shot just like this, which is taking me to point number 11. It is looking at your lens but don't stare it. Now, when you are speaking to a person, you will look at them in the eyes and then you will probably look down and then look back again. This is exactly what needs to happen on camera. The camera is the eye of your viewer, and that's why you want to ensure that you look at the camera as much as possible, but that you don't stare it. You wouldn't feel comfortable to have someone to stare at you like this, right? So you want to kind of keep it natural, and remember that if you're looking into the camera, you are directly looking at your viewer in the eyes. Hacks number 12 is body language and gesture. The body language is key on your video, as your body is speaking exactly like your voice. So the way you appear, your posture, your gesture with your hands, speaking of which, if you haven't liked this video yet, make sure you give me a thumbs up. It's super important to deliver the message in the best way. Once your body language is positive, as your tone is, this will make the viewer feel welcome and comfortable within your video and will continue to watch. If you are trying to be very happy and super excited, but then your body language is different, your body language will read so much more than your voice is. And this is normally where people can tell if somebody is genuine or actually is pretending to be something that is not on camera. Hack number 13, stumbles are okay. Now, we don't want you super perfect on camera, and if you say a word in the wrong way, or if you are messing it up, don't worry. There is a stop button that you can always press, and there is a little bit of editing process that you can do if you really mess this up. I do tons of mistakes when I record, and mostly I just edit them out. But sometimes I learn to leave a pronunciation or something that wasn't quite as I want it to be, because that makes me look more natural. When I started to record video, I was really recording a new video every time I was making a mistake. And you know what happens at the very beginning, you tend to just record something, you say something wrong, you press stop and you do it again. This will drive you literally insane. So start to set recording on, go with the flow. If you're making a mistake, you will edit it out when you're editing the video, but just don't do the same thing all over again, as you're going to make more mistakes. As I mentioned before, rehearse it, but don't overdo it. So key points here for you is hack number 14 is really making sure that your energy level is up before you start recording. Take your favorite playlist, have a dance, have a little bit of Madonna going on if you like Madonna like I do, and just have a little dance before recording. This will help you to relax and to really have your energy level up, so that will come across on video as well. The energy level is super important when you're recording, because as I mentioned before, your excitement will come across a little bit less than usual on camera. So you want to make sure that you're really ready to record, and that when you press the red button, you're ready to shine. Last but not least is hack number 15, and it's review and revise. Now, especially if you are doing your own editing, you are going to find so many things that you don't like about your video. It will be your body language, it will be probably most of the points that I listed before. However, what I will say to you is to allow yourself to make mistakes. So don't be too hard on yourself, don't be too judgmental of your own work. Allow yourself to make mistakes and trust the process. I would recommend to look at your content in a critical way. However, take notes of what you will do different next time rather than change it this time. This will allow you to track your progress, to feel better about your work, because you will literally see an improvement over time. And at the same time, your audience will see an improvement with you, which is what will allow them to relate to you. We don't want you all perfect, we don't want you all precise, we don't want you all polished. We want to see human in you, and that humanity often comes from mistakes, which is why it's really important to, yes, of course, take notes of it, but don't try to polish everything to the maximum level at the very beginning, because it's just not gonna relate to your audience. Don't be too hard on yourself. Now it's your turn. Which one of these 15 hacks was your biggest takeaway, and which is the one you're going to use on your next video? Let me know on the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you subscribe and turn on the bell so you get notified each and every time I upload a new one. And if you want to join my Instagram community, make sure you follow me at Joseph Rubelli. I am super active with the community, and I show up each and every day with more tips about video and social media marketing, so make sure you join my tribe there as well. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you same time, same place on the next one.